Okay, welcome everybody. This is my entrepreneur channel. Some of you may be come over from my trading channel where I do a lot of the analysis on a bunch of different futures products. So if you're new to this channel, welcome to the channel. This channel is more about my business side of things. Let me just get this a little bit brighter. Where more for entrepreneurs, So I'm just going to share with you some of the things that I do. I have a small business where we distill crude oil. I'm in Texas, so we have an opportunity here, kind of a boutique distiller where I distill crude oil into refined products. Okay, so what we're looking at in front of you here is some TIG welding that I just got done doing. Okay, and this is a very large 8-inch stainless steel lid that goes on a receiver. Basically, just a container that receives the oil once it's distilled. Okay, so today I had to weld on a port to this lid. I had to drill this hole, drill the hole in another operation, which I'm not going to show that in this video, but here you can see the flange right here. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing to, okay. And these are the kind of clamps that you would, let me just put a clamp down here. It's not the right size clamp, but it gives you an idea. That'd be the kind of clamp that goes on underneath. Okay. So we use these kind of connection points like this. So those that don't know about TIG welding, well, there's your welder right there. This is one of many types of welders you could use. I'm using what's called a Power TIG 250EX. Okay. With this type of welder, you can weld stainless steel, you can weld aluminum, okay, you can weld regular mild steel, or what we call carbon steel. Okay. You can weld titanium. So a lot of things you can weld with a TIG welder. There's some new technology that's coming out that's now becoming affordable for laser welding, and it's it's not nearly as affordable as TIG welding yet, but it's starting to get there, and I'll be looking at that in the future if and when it becomes affordable. Just want to show you the torch for a TIG welder, if I can get it to sit up here on top of the bench. See if I can get it to stay still. So that's the end of a TIG welder torch. This is just a really cheapy setup. I'm putting my finger there because the camera doesn't like to focus on some things, but for some reason it likes to focus on. So that's a typical torch. Okay, and that little metal piece sticking out right there is called an electrode, and it's made of tungsten. Okay, this camera's not really doing what it's supposed to be doing, but okay, there you go, a little bit better. Okay, and basically an arc gets formed between that tungsten electrode and the workpiece. And then this clamp, which a lot of people think that's a ground clamp, but in TIG welding it's not a ground clamp. It's called a work clamp, because we don't ground in TIG welding, we just complete a circuit. So that would attach to the, in this case, this metal cap while I'm welding. And then we have things like a filler wire, and I'll just show you a little bit of small piece of filler wire there. So you, in one hand you're holding the torch, and in the other hand you're holding the filler wire. And while you're welding, you got one hand holding the torch, and one hand's dabbing in the material as you're going along. And normally this is a fairly highly skilled skill set. Requires most people a few years to get good at it. I'm just kind of okay, still getting better at it little by little every day. I don't weld as often as I'd like to, but it's getting better and better. That would be your typical welding helmet, and these would be kind of your typical welding gloves made of leather. Okay, there's a very high bright I believe ultraviolet light, and your eyes can't be exposed to it, your skin can't be exposed to it, so you got to wear a helmet, you got to wear gloves and protective gear when you're doing all those things. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. Just thought I'd share some entrepreneur endeavors that I have outside of trading and financial analysis. Hope you all enjoyed it. Talk to you all real soon again next time.